Hi guys, good afternoon. It's your boy Tarek and I'm back today with another video for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on so every time I upload, you guys are notified. Guys, I love how the sun is shining. I love how the sun, I know the temperature is not high, but I prefer this blue skies than it being grey, cloudy and miserable and wet outside. Okay, because being cold, having cold and having rain, the two, no, but this and it being cold, it's like a nice type of cold. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm loving it at the moment. God bless us with a nice beautiful day today. I feel good. I'm in high spirits. I went to church this morning. This week's gonna be a good week. Everything is good. Everything is blessed. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday yourself. And yeah, this video will be out earlier than normal. I've watched the last episode of Love is Blind, so I'm just gonna review it for you guys, and then we're gonna watch the weddings on the 7th of March. So yeah, without further ado, let's just actually get straight into this. So Taylor and Daniel go ice skating for their last date. I've tried doing ice skating before and it did not go my way. I'm a person that always try things, okay? Like, I'll always be open to trying new things, okay? Because in this life, you can't just be restricted to doing the same old things all the time. I tried doing ice skating and I ended up on crutches. I knew that was it for me. Because how am I ending up on crutches, please? So yeah, ice skating for me is a no-go, but it was cute how they went ice skating. Taylor took a nasty fall. That fall that she took, even I was like, when I saw that fall, I reacted because I said, it's those type of falls that will make, over there in the States, 911 have to come and pick you up and you go in the ambulance truck. They have a dinner set up in the ice rink. Taylor, how did you manage to walk in those hills, girl? Like, how, in them high heels, them high boots, the high heels, how did you walk out or slip on the ice? That's what I want to know. That's the tea I want to know. Like, how did you manage? Like, obviously Daniel had you and he was, making sure that you had your balance. But what if one of you slipped, both of you are falling on the floor, It's also Taylor's birthday. So I didn't know that it was her birthday until it was mentioned. So yeah, it was her birthday as well. And Daniel wanted more in life. So that's why he applied for the experience. Because I believe Taylor asked him, I can't remember the question exactly, but Taylor did ask him, what made you be like, this is for sure, instead of like wanting to date more, basically. I think it's something along those lines. And Daniel was basically, no, he wanted more in life, because with dating, like I already told you lot already, the dating game is absolutely, like, it's in the bin. So it's a matter of like, Daniel wanted more for his life. He actually wanted like a stable relationship, a stable marriage, and he wants a foundation. And yeah, that's basically why he done the experience. Daniel's words are what made Taylor fall in love with him. Daniel really knows how to articulate and talk to Taylor, and that's what made Taylor fall for him. So yeah, I feel like them two are really cute. Monica and Joey are having date night, and their date night is in the conservatory, which basically is like a garden with loads of plants. And Monica was saying in her confessional that she hasn't heard Joey say that it is 100% her, and she's holding back a little bit because of that. Some people just need reassurance, and some people just need that 100% confirmation that it is them, because Monica's a woman that she does overthink. So for someone that constantly overthinks, you need to constantly reassure them. And that's what I say with me. Like, if you love someone, that's not going to be a problem. But if I don't love you and I just like you, and I feel like I'm always constantly having to reassure you over and over and over again, to me personally, I'll be so real, that's going to be a problem. Because like, me personally, I'm not a person that overthinks. I used to, and I'm so glad I'm not like that no more. I live in the moment. What happens in the moment happens in the moment, and God's got me in it. So yeah, I don't need to worry about things. Whatever happens in my life is supposed to happen, type of thing. I don't know if I could always be like your counselor. If I love you, I have no problem doing that, because I love you. When you love someone, you're gonna do whatever it takes to make it. But if I just like you, I don't know if I'm willing to put up with that. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real. To this constant reassuring, that would irritate me. Because it's like, come on, like, I understand you overthink. So if you overthink, you need to work on yourself before you get into, I don't know, like, is that harsh? I feel like if you're a person that overthinks and you're constantly gonna You need to work on yourself before you even think to get into a relationship. The most important thing is self-love. Love yourself before you can love someone else. Every time I make references from this book, I'm going to show the book. This book is actually the real tea. But, not my... but yeah, self-love is the most important type of love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love others. It's as simple as that. So, me personally, you got to love yourself and adore yourself before you could share that love with someone else, personally. Monica was saying, like, it was fun seeing the other couples in Honduras. Honduras, that's what I'm going to call it. Monica then asks Joey what are his love languages, and he says acts of service and words of affirmation. And Monica's is words of affirmation and physical touch. And she said not PDA, just to make that clear. And I'm glad she made that clear, because like physical touch, some people would rub up your leg in public. Like, everyone knows my stance on, if you don't know my stance on PDA, look back at my previous videos. But yeah, Monica was looking at the other couples and was seeing how touchy-feely they were with one another, and was thinking like her and Joey should be like that as well. That's where the problems start to lie. You start compare. This is the problem with us as humans. We love to compare ourselves to other people. You actually need to focus on your focus. Like, you need to focus on yourself. Stop worrying about other people. Everyone is different. Us as humans, we're not all going to be the same. We need to get to grip with that. So when Monica said that, I was like, girl, that's where you're going to go wrong. That's where you're going to go left. Like, if you're now starting to say that you are going to compare yourself to other people, that's where you're going to fall off. Because that's where, first of all, that's step one to like the overthinking as well. Like, you're looking at other people and how they are. Then you start thinking, but how come me and Joey are not like that? You and Joey are going at a different pace. So however, whatever journey you are on, you and Joey are on your own journey. So you should understand that you're seeing other people around you and they're doing this and that. But that, block out the outside noise is what I always say. So I feel like that's where Monica will go wrong. That would be her downfall if she continues to behave in that manner. Joey said that he is getting better at, you know, he is taking heed on that. And even Monica saying that she's noticed that he's getting better. So at least he is making that effort, which is good. And Joey saying that his favorite thing in their like relationship is the communication. So Sarah and Ben are camping. They're doing their camping day in the woods. You will never catch me camping. You will never catch me doing that. Sorry. You couldn't pay me to do camping. Nope. Nah. It's not for me. And I'm actually gonna come out and say this. I don't know any black person that camps. I feel like it's more of a Caucasian thing to camp. Nothing wrong with it, please. I'm not saying that to kind of. I just don't know of any black person to go camping. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave in a comment if you're black and you've gone camping. Let me know in the comment section. But when I speak amongst my peers, none of us are on that. I feel like it's a Caucasian thing. So yeah. I don't know how they're managing to sit outside like that in the freezing cold, because America's cold compared to the UK's cold are two completely different colds. This cold I could just about manage. The cold in America, I don't know if I'll be able to handle that. I'll be so real. So Sarah said that they begin to have a conversation, and Sarah said that she was listening to the service about sexual identity, and they were saying that anyone in the LGBTQIA plus community, they're basically welcoming them with open arms, but they still have their traditional views. Sarah questions how Ben does not know their stance. And Ben was basically answering, saying, you know, Ben was saying that he doesn't pay too much attention to that. I don't know. Compared to the cliffhanger that they left us on, I don't know if these two will end up getting married, you know. I don't know, because when it comes to like stuff like sexuality and religion, it's very conflicting. I'm a religious person myself, and I'm gay. So people try to tell me about myself all the time. Oh, you're gay, and you go to church. You're gay. You're going hell. But okay, I'm gay, but you're judging. There's a lot, like I said, and I said in the last review, there's a lot of contradiction. My relationship with God is my relationship with God, and that is it. Ain't nobody questioning that. I'm so sorry. You can have your opinion and say what you want to say. Just come with respect. I've come to terms now with like, if people don't like the LGBTQIA plus community and stuff like that, I've come to terms with that now. Like, obviously, I'm still gonna get on to the homophobes. Like, any chance I get, I will get onto them, no doubt. But in terms of like people like having different views and opinions, I've learned to kind of just deal with it. I know it's wrong. Like, shouldn't. It's not okay, but it's okay if that makes sense. Like, so long as you're respectful and you don't say or do any funny thing, okay, cool. Like, you have your views, I have my views, and that's it. But yeah, with this, is like, I feel like Sarah's always gonna have that question in her head. That's just my opinion. Sarah brings up that if there was a child in the equation and the child wants to come up and say, let's say the child is a boy, but they feel like they're in the wrong body and they feel like they should be a girl, like how, the service that she was listening to said that God made us who we are. And that's where Sarah's kind of like saying, but who is the church basically, or who are people to tell people what they should and should not do? Again, it's very conflicting. It's very, very conflicting. I have my views on that. Actually, I'll say my views because I ain't scared. Yeah, just because I'm religious doesn't mean I necessarily agree with everything that, like I said, my faith and my relationship with God is my own relationship with God. If people feel like they're a boy or that they're a girl and that they're in the wrong body, do what makes you happy. God doesn't judge. This is what people fail to realize. The Lord doesn't judge. Do you understand? Everyone interprets the Bible, the Quran, all these type of different, religious books in their own way. Everyone has changed and interpreted it in their own way to kind of fit their narrative. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's a matter of when people are coming and tell you, you're gay this, you're this, you're that, or, your child is trans, this, that, and this goes against everything God. But you're also going against what God has said. God said, love thy neighbor as you would love yourself. God has also said, don't judge others. God has also said, respect one another. But you're not respecting because you're judging. So what's actually tea? Do you see the contradiction? So it's a matter of, if you were to just mind your business and have your own relationship with God, ain't nobody gonna have no problem. I'm very big on this myself. Like, I'm very because like me coming from a religious standpoint, like I said at the start of the video, I went to church this morning, but I don't feel bad going into church. I'm praying, I'm having my own conversation with the Lord. I know the Lord is proud of me. And that's all that matters. So it's like no one else's opinion is gonna affect me personally. Your opinion is your opinion. If you want to comment on me, I'm going to hell, this, that, and the third. Last time I checked, you weren't Jesus Christ and you didn't die for me on the cross. Anyway, Sarah wouldn't want a church to come between Ben and Sarah and obviously their future kids. Sarah cannot relate to what the church had to say, which I can understand from her perspective. It's something she's saying it's something that she wouldn't be invested in, so she wouldn't go to it every week. She'll try her best, and I feel like it could work. It could. But it would have to be a thing where Ben would also have to compromise, because remember, marriage is about, and Sarah's stepdad said it, Andy said it, he said it best. Marriage is about negotiation, So it's not a matter of, I'm going to go to this church and you stay at home. It's a matter of, okay, we're going to do this together, but we need to figure out how we're going to do this together. It's always about compromise, So that's why I said marriage is not just easy signing paper, going on the altar and saying, yes, I do, There's a lot that comes with it, and you really need to be ready for it. This is why when people say, people meet someone within 6 months, yeah, I'm happy for you. You can meet someone within 6 months, get married, and live happily ever after. I am happy for you. Life is not Disney. And the sooner people understand that, the better their lives will be. Sarah was saying that she wants to bring Ben to Pride, and she knows he will be up for it. But here in the service, she just wants everyone to feel comfortable and to be loved for who they are. Sarah knows that she has clarity from Ben, though. I get that. Like, Ben, Ben is kind of like, he's like me on that kind of standpoint. Like, in a way where he's like, he has his own faith and own kind of belief. Like, yes, he has his beliefs, but it's like, he doesn't agree with the whole kind of no gays allowed type of thing, Like, he's welcoming and accepting. And like I said, Christians like that, you have a warm place in my heart. It's the Christians that go bashing other Christians. To me, anyway, that's a conversation for another day. And you can tell that they're madly in love with each other. Then we get to Virginia and Devin. They are doing horse riding, and then they do like a dining experience. I'm not gonna lie, looking at that steak that they were eating, I think it was steak. It made me hungry. So after I record this and edit this, I'm actually gonna go have myself some lunch because I'm actually watching all these people eating. It made me hungry. Devin brought Virginia a gift. It was a basketball and a jersey that said Team Buckley, which I thought that was a very cute incentive, you know. I'm not going to lie, it was very thoughtful. Because obviously they're going to get married and yeah, they're a team now. So yeah, I thought that was a very, very thoughtful gift. The boys then have their bachelor party. It is like an American football thing. So basically they have to try to get the American football inside of a net. It looks really fun, to be honest. Like I'll be down to do something like that. The girls have their bachelor party and the theme is elderly. Virginia and Devin then have their conversation about the prenup. And Devin brought the prenup back to his family attorney, and I think his family read it over just to be safe. I mean, I understand Devin wanted to kind of clarify what was on it. I would do the same thing. Like, yeah, you're bringing me a prenup, and, you know, I trust you, but just to solidify everything that's in this prenup, I need to take it to a lawyer. I need to protect myself. In the same breath, I come first, like, in certain circumstances, especially when it's a prenup. I can read, don't get into it, I can read, but just to have that extra kind of security, let me just have someone else read it up. So I understand Devin doing that, and basically Devin was like, okay, it's basically everything you told me. And yeah, Devin, they both signed the prenup. Then we get to Sarah and Ben's wedding day. I didn't expect to see a wedding actually happen on this episode. I thought all the weddings were taking place on Friday's episode. But we see their wedding day, and it's basically a recap on their journey. Ben's friend had asked him how would he block out the outside noise, especially as the stunt that had already happened. You know what? I'm not going to lie. Wearing this, I don't know, especially sitting directly in front of the sun. I'm hot. I'm not going to lie to you. Ben basically was like, if people are hating, it is what it is type of situation. And that's exactly the attitude you need to have. Remember, it's you and Sarah. That's all that matters. You two. No one else. You're going to have people that's going to give their opinion. That's normal. But it's what you do with that opinion that's what really matters. Sarah's mom had asked, would she go to church with her? And then Sarah was basically explaining the whole church situation to her sister, the sister's partner, and also her mom. Sarah's sister is worried that she will have regrets. Sarah looks absolutely amazing in her wedding dress. Her heart is telling her how she feels great about it, but her brain is telling her, I don't know. Guys, I don't know what Sarah's answer is going to be. I was sitting there, my heart started racing because I was like, oh, what is she going to say? Is she going to say yes? Is she going to say no? Like, I guess this part, I guess this part of the season is really like where shit could really hit the fan. Andy says to Sarah that marriage is a constant negotiation and it's constantly compromising. Ben's speech was absolutely beautiful. Like, it was so heartwarming. Like, it was an amazing speech. I'm not gonna lie, I have to give it to him. Like, it was an amazing speech. And yeah, they leave it on a cliffhanger because the priest is asking Sarah, will you basically, is love is blind? Will you, take Ben to be your husband? And I don't know, the facial expression is given she's gonna say no. That's my prediction. It's given that she's gonna say no, and it's all gonna end up in tears. And yeah, that's my prediction for them. Shall I get my prediction? You know what? Let's get my prediction for the other one. So from what I can remember, Taylor and David. No, not Taylor and David. Taylor and Daniel. Again from the preview, I'm going off the preview. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be a no. It's not gonna go forward. Devin and I feel like Devin and Virginia is gonna be a yes. Even though the preview is like he's feeling like he doesn't want to marry her, Devin's gonna end up marrying her. That's how I feel. Joey and Monica, for some odd reason, I don't think it's gonna go through. I don't know, all this hype around them, I just don't feel like their one's gonna go through. Have I missed anyone else out? I don't believe I missed anyone else out. But yeah, that's my predictions for the weddings, guys. And yeah, we are coming close to the finale. The finale is on Friday, so that will be the final review of the season. And then I believe the reunion will be I think it's on the 13th of March. So yeah, I will review the reunion as well. And yeah, that would be season 8 done in the bag for Love is Blind. But yeah, guys, that was today's review. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about today's episode. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe with that notification bell, so then every time I upload, you are notified. Smash that like button as well. If you guys can please help me get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, that would be amazing. Even if we can get there beforehand, that will be even better. But yeah, join the family and come along for the journey. It has been your boy Tarek, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.